Good morning, everybody, and happy almost Friday. Woo! Who is going to be affected by the super freeze that's coming through? I'm going to have to break out the socks, and you know I don't do that. I can't stand wearing socks. Good morning, Dolores. There's our girl Doozy. Mermaid. What up, Mermaid? Hey, Walking Dead. Hey, Chrissy. I see Avi. Oh, look at that. Avi, member for 16 months. Wow, girlfriend. Does time not fly when you're having fun? Sometimes it's not that fun, if you know what I mean. It's been a crazy week, you have to admit. It has been nuts. And with everything that's been going on with the discussions we've been having with Stacey Wandra in regards to the case of Michael Vaughn, then this atom bomb drops the other day. As you know, Andrew had Hunter on his channel. No point in calling him Macbeth or H or the kid that was with Candace anymore. He's out there. We know who he is. Talk about the timeline shot out of the water. With everything going on, it took me a couple of days to try to wrap my brain around what I was hearing. And I know it's been discussed on many, many other channels, and that's okay because today's our turn. It's also our turn to get our umbrella and our boots. Let's do it because our friend Phil 413 just gifted 10 Crime Lines and Lies memberships. It is raining. Now I invited our friend Trev to come up. Oh! Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. It is Trev time in the house. You guys ready for Trevor? Come on down, Trevor. Good morning, Trevor. How are you, my friend?
Good morning. I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Well, I was doing good until I saw this super sticker of Barb's. First off, thank you for the super sticker. She said, Andrew is doing a 12-hour live tonight. Andrew, what the hell do you have to talk about for 12 hours? Well, unfortunately, I will be missing that. I will catch it in the clips later. What is going on, Trevor? So I'm going to get your reaction first because you're in the hot seat. What did you make of what Hunter discussed with his father the other day?
Well, I'll kind of point to specifics as we go through it, but overall, I think it hurt the case. I think the changes are not going to be good for the case because I have a feeling that if it comes down to a trial and charges, Hunter would be called as a witness as he was there half the day, and they're going to eat that up that he switched things up so much. And I think it was just a bad time to interview him with his mom fighting for her life, and his dad brings him on to talk about the case.
I wondered about that myself because, the kids have got to be worried to death about their mother. Does anyone have an update on Allie? Because that is scary. I understand that she was put into a medically induced coma. I did read something where they were giving her like 72 hours. Did I read that right? Because you know how the internet works. Andrew put this up yesterday. He said, no live at 6 p.m. Sorry, just not in the right mind at this time. Thank you for your understanding. Then it says, Allison, as of last night, has taken a turn for the worse. Sorry about the bad news. Much love and many prayers. And she's got grandbabies on the way.
Yeah, 3.
Goodness. She's got grandbabies on the way. Okay, Walking Dead said she took a turn for the worst is all she's heard. That is a shame.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, again, why I think it was a bad time for the interview, because, I mean, while obviously she was still alive as her kid, Hunter is going to start processing that. And as you process something that big, it's going to affect your whole mental state. And for an interview that is that important, or for answers that are that important and that necessary to be truthful, I think it was a bad time.
Well, I also wonder if, obviously, opinion speculation only. It's always been my opinion that Hunter was brought along for some sort of alibi or setup. But I'm wondering if someone has gotten to him, because there is a huge difference between what he told his father and what he told Chris McDonough. I don't care what other channels are saying. Well, one in particular. It's a huge difference. When the case first came out, I have a frog in my throat. I need to get some water. True, his sister, said they took him swimming, but if you ask me, I think they set him up. She said, but I do know they came and got him in the morning to go swimming with them, and they brought him home at exactly 2:00. Now, that is her recollection back in June of 2021. This is very early on in Facebook groups. Okay, in the McDonough interview, he said 2:30. Now it's 3:30. So that would put Can't home between, roughly, let's say between 4 and 4:30. That's a huge difference. Huge. Now, not only did we go to Sonic and get slushies and the free peppermint, but supposedly they went to Burger King too. Is he confusing it with another day? I don't know, because like I said, he has a lot going on. He's a father-to-be. His mother is in the hospital. We know he sees what goes on the internet regarding the case of Summer Wells. I don't know. I just wonder if somebody has gotten to him. As we know, on June 17th, 2021, Can't went and made a visit to Allie's home to specifically ask them what they'd been telling the TBI. And Trev, if you could verify this, I know you're muted. We're all mad here, said Burger King is in the same parking lot as Priceless. I'm not familiar with the area, so if you could fill that in for me.
That area is I thought I heard an echo, sorry. I'm not 100% on that. It's been so long since I've been down there now. But there definitely is a Burger King close. But I don't want to for certain say the same parking lot.
Candace has been asked multiple times on multiple channels what they ate that day. Has anybody, because I've slept quite a bit since June 15th, 2021, has anybody ever heard her mention going through the Burger King? Anybody? Oh, sorry, we're all mad here. She says, I live here. Okay. Jules said no. Christina said Sonic for slushies. Lisa, nope, never heard Candace. The most she has produced as far as food is when she was talking to Daisy and said cold hot dog. Cold hot dog. And now, not only did we have slushies, we went to Burger King. Okay, fine by me. I love this ginger snap put up. Do you want fries with those handcuffs? Want to tell us about Burger King, Candace? Look at her in the king's crown. This is great. I love that Ginger Snap put this up. And we have another discrepancy. So instead of in and out of the grocery store in 5 minutes, is what Candace said at one time, now Hunter and Summer were supposedly sitting out in the hot-ass truck for an hour and a half. The hell is going on here? What is going on here? Trevor, I know you've got to have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, it just blows my mind how much changed. So if the second part is true, if what we heard recently is true, then what was with the stories at the beginning? And then if they're not true, why change the story now?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We discussed this on Monday. Can't said, you can't get no help in Hawkins County. I made the suggestion if they won't take your calls to possibly get a hold of the FBI or TBI. Call me crazy. Do you think that this discrepancy with time and what they actually did throughout the day could be part of the problem?
Yeah.
Because with everything else going on this week, and if you know, you know, that was quite the kick in the gut to hear that. You guys know how I'm about time around here. Time. You know what time to be at work. You know what time this show is. Hopefully. You know what time your doctor's appointment is. You know what time you have to be at the dentist. You know what time your kids have to be in school. You understand all that. But the day that Summer goes missing, we don't know the difference between 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3:30, 5 minutes in the grocery store, an hour and a half in the grocery store. She was just gone in 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Again, opinion only, Trev. Do you think somebody has gotten to Hunter?
I'm not sure that they have, but I don't know why he's just changing stuff. I don't know if this was put on the spot because they were asking for things and Andrew knew that they had the extra attention. I don't know, but I'm not convinced that someone got to him.
I'm not either, but something has to explain this big turnaround, and the only thing I can think of is maybe the extreme stress with his mother being so ill. Kamari, I'm curious if he has been intimidated by Don or Candace. Cold-hearted biatch. Woo, you can sit with me. She said, I believe that Hunter has been threatened. Again, it's opinion only. So here is Allie in the hospital. We discussed this with Cam and Allie and what they're going through. Cam and Allie were very good friends to Don and Candace. In my opinion, I think considering they were virtual strangers, they went above and beyond for those dirtbags. Allie, as we know, did a lot for that family. Now here she is in a hospital bed on death's door, and who could give a shit less. Candace. We've all had falling outs. Am I saying that right? With friends. It happens.
Mhm.
And it makes its way back to you that something has happened in their life. And considering, Can't does have a public platform, she could try to put out some thoughts and prayers or something. Do you think Candace will go visit Allie?
I don't think so, but unfortunately, they don't seem like they even would talk anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't care. Mm-mm. That's the reason I've always questioned when Grandis told WJHL that Candace was so concerned about her knee that day. Mother must get you medical attention for your knee. Mother. She didn't care about anybody. She didn't care about anybody. Everybody that comes in her path, her kids included, are a meal ticket. How many of you have lost touch with a friend, had some sort of disagreement, falling out, and then let's say months, years later, you hear that something very bad has happened to them and you let all that go? It's as if it never happened and you reach out to see if they need anything. I know I have.
Yeah.
It's happened to me twice in my life. Go ahead, Trev.
No, I was agreeing. Absolutely. I've definitely had that happen before.
Not her. Nope. Mm-mm. All right. Trev, walk me through this, okay? This is from Andrew's channel.
Let's do it.
Okay. Rexy said, I just did that. I had to do that this year. It was actually somebody in this community. Let's do it, Trev.
Yeah, I am. I can hear myself. You got to turn off YouTube.
There you go.
Oh, that's me. Community layer.
All right. I'll email it to you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me just. Oh, I can scrape it off. I know how to do all that.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, just remember, Benny ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's just for me to sit there and then see him posting up my sister's Facebook, knowing damn well she got a pregnant kid, knowing what we're going through. All in thanks. Thank you for that.
Please tell me that people are not harassing Allie's children. Please tell me. And call me crazy. Andrew, instead of telling YouTube about it, you need to do something else with that situation. I hope that's not going on.
I haven't seen any of that.
Okay.
But just to see all that just made me mad. Why go on to YouTube and talk shit about people when you can? I'm pretty sure everybody knows where I live. If there was an issue, there's a front yard.
Oh, he ain't like he ain't built like that.
There's a whole front yard. If someone got an issue, there's a whole front yard.
Bro,
I don't care about none of that.
Bro, you already know the factor, bro. The fact is he ain't built like that. Bro, he snitched on. He set his own homie up and got him killed, and he sent his baby mama to prison for his own drugs.
Thank y'all for the support.
You heard? This boy like a straight snitch bitch push bag, man.
Well,
this is why I keep telling you.
I was brought up. I was brought up a whole different way. I don't do none of that snitching, none of that. So, and the reason why I got proof is because people were saying that I got my name is on papers with a Summer Wells case. My lawyer, all I gotta do is pick up the phone and she can go to juvenile courthouse and get papers and see that I was only included with the press. That's it.
So you were never really on the suspect list.
No, I was never on the suspect list. It was just the press putting in words that nobody knows about.
Well, I think I've followed every article. I really hope that he doesn't believe that, because I've never seen the press, per se, put Hunter out there as a suspect. Have you, Trevor? You
No.
follow much closer than me.
And I've never heard of a suspect list either that they're talking about.
Well, I've got my own. Joanne said, "Why is Allie in ICU? I heard that she had untreated pneumonia, passed out, and hit her head. Did I hear that correctly?"
Yeah, that's what I heard too. She had untreated pneumonia, and then she fell and hit her head.
Then I heard she was in a medically induced coma.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. It is not good. Not good for her, not good for her family, and not to be rude or insensitive, it's not good for the case of Summer Wells. Because Allie knows a lot about the family. And I understand now we're backtracking, saying that Don and Candace would never abuse Summer, didn't abuse Summer. I just wonder if someone's gotten to him. I don't know.
Give him a moment. So tell
Look, man.
what do you remember of that day, homie?
So this is what happened. She came over. Her grandma was in the hospital. She was sick. Or not her grandma. Her grandma came in, right?
Yeah.
Her grandma came from the hospital. She came over. We haven't spoke to them in months. I'm talking about 8 to 9 months, because her and my mom got in an argument.
Yeah.
And we left it at that. And she came over, and next thing you know, she was with Summer. We was chilling at the house. The boys were with their dad working. And she just came over because she was just down the road at the hospital.
Okay. Now, Candace has always said that Hunter texted her wanting to see her. In your dreams, Candace, this makes more sense. She was just down the road, and so she decided to kill some time with Hunter. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it went more like that.
Now, I've got a lot of questions for Dawn. When Dawn called, was he at home or work? We have been told for over 2.5 years that the boys were home alone. We've even heard they were there. They were supposed to be cleaning for a CPS visit on the 16th. We've heard a lot of stories, so don't hold me to any of them. Now all 3 boys are with Dawn at work. Well, then Dawn had to have come home, correct? Because Grandis and Candace have both said when they got home, the boys helped bring in the milk and cheese, and of course the planting flowers story when Helicopter Mom walked Summer into the house and the boys were sitting in the kitchen dining room area watching TV and asked them to watch Summer. So what is it? If in the morning time all 3 boys were with Dawn, then he would have had to have come home at some point.
Okay.
And she needed to use the bathroom to ask me to go fishing and swimming. I said, that's fine. I got to ask Mom. Mom said it was cool. And then we went swimming and fishing after we got her grandma her meds after the hospital. And she bought me a vapor or whatever. And a twisted tea. I mean, at a young age, I was drinking and doing stupid stuff anyways. Everybody lives once, and they gonna do stupid stuff as a kid.
Hang on, Soul Shine. Hang on 1 minute. Let him finish.
I did stupid stuff as a kid. Hell, I do stupid stuff at my age. But at his age, the stupid stuff I did, I had to be real sneaky to do it. You see, the adults that hung around my parents didn't provide me the contraband. Anything you want to add to that, Trev?
Well, same here. Nobody was trying to give me alcohol as a teenager.
Green Eyes said, now it's swimming after getting the meds, not while waiting for them. That is the story we have been told. That they said it was going to be 30 minutes for the medication, so they decided to go swimming. Then went and got it. Again, big difference.
And then when you guys can ask questions, this is all about what he wants.
And then after that, we went and got slushies. Then we went to Priceless. They was in there for a little bit. Me and her was just, like watching TikToks on my phone, all this stuff. And then they dropped me off because my probation officer was coming at 3:30.
All right.
And after that, I went with my girl to Bristol to a park. And then we got a call. We thought she was playing. We thought she was just playing around because normally when she says stuff like that, she's just playing around. Like people like to play around and say stupid stuff.
All right.
So we thought that what it was. Then we called mom, and then the TBI came, asked what happened. I told them the exact same story, and then they just left it at that. They took my phone, and then that was it.
Junipers, thank you, honey. Tell her thank you.
Looks like you, Andrew.
Yeah, don't curse him like that. Is it safe to say Mama Dukes is doing the same as yesterday? Everything's still in her willpower and God's hands?
Okay, fishing with no fishing poles. Any other issues you're picking up with this, Trevor? And no, we're not beating up on Hunter.
Drinking before a probation officer visit is a interesting choice.
Well, and I have a question about that. If the PO was coming over for a drug test, I'm assuming it's a drug and alcohol, wouldn't the twisted tea still be in his system?
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, it's all depending on her.
All right.
They took her off her meds and then they put them back on her meds, the coma meds, to see what's going on. But they said normally people in comas don't move their muscles, and she was moving her muscles, so that's a good sign. Her eyes are healing.
All right, so she's doing a lot
she's
better.
doing a lot better. Yeah, she's doing a lot better.
So she's stubborn.
Yeah, she's just stubborn.
All right.
She's always been a fighter.
Well, you know how she is. She ain't, listen, no matter how hard life gets her, man, she ain't gonna leave your happy ass with me. She won't croak until after I do. You know that.
Yeah, she's always been a fighter.
Listen, we fight like we're siblings, bro.
But yeah, it's just that whole situation. The summer world shit that people don't even. I see people who don't even that are on YouTube talking about me. They don't even come up to me and say nothing. They're talking about I robbed somebody in a car. Are they dumb? I got set up. I was supposed to go look at the prices of the vapes, and she went to hand me one, and they tried to take off with them. I got set up. They pulled up that same night, and I told them what happened.
There you go.
I would never rob nobody when I've been growing up with sisters. Why would I dare put my hands on a female and drag her up out of a car with her baby in it?
This is how things get twisted, bro.
Like this stuff gotta stop. I'm telling you. Like I said, there's a front door. Y'all know where I live. That's all I gotta say. Y'all got problems. There's a door, and we can go in the yard.
Yo, just do me a favor.
Now y'all bring some weapons. Then that's gonna be y'all's ass. Cause I got life to live. Just know that I got my life to live.
Okay, I don't plan to go to the door or the front yard. How about you, Trev? I'm really not that, bothered by the timeline that I feel like I need to go to the door or the front yard. I really don't even know where that's coming from. Take the wheel, Trev.
Yeah, a few things with that. First off, that attitude never gets you far in life. The whole I want to fight the whole world. Everybody come to me. If you disagree with what I have to say, just come to my door. And then his dad to sit there and just encourage it doesn't make much sense to me either. You would think his dad would be like, let's not do that. Let's not invite random people to our door. Let's not try to fight the world. But when you realize whose dad is and the influence he has, that's sadly what Hunter's been left to.
Well, and nobody needs to be harassing him. That's certainly not going to be any way to get answers. And this is bothersome because either in the 2.5 years, he has forgotten a lot of what happened that day, or this is a totally different timeline. Nisa, what happened to the doctor's appointment? That's what we've always heard. Had to get back, was there at 2:30. Girlfriend's mom was picking him up for a doctor's appointment. What happened to the doctor's appointment?
Now it's a PO. I mean, I just don't understand why those details change.
I don't either.
They can't both be true. You can't have been at the doctor and be talking to your PO at your house in the same afternoon, like at the same time. So, I mean, one may be true, but then why was the other one ever brought out? Because he told Chris, and I mean, Chris talked about this the other night, that he told him that he talked to the FBI 3 times before Chris interviewed him. And so what did he tell the FBI on those 3 interviews compared to this? Was it more like this interview or more like what he told Chris?
Well, you can bet your bottom dollar, since the front door is open and there's a front yard, somebody in law enforcement's going to come see him, because this is a totally different timeline than what was presented for June 15th. It's totally different. Do you think I'm reaching?
No, I think they will, if not already, contact him. And he's going to be an adult soon. And that changes things. It's easier to interview or talk to someone who's an adult than when they're a minor. I mean, from a law enforcement perspective.
Mermaid said, Brooks, read P's comments. Hold on. What does P's have for me? P said, maybe changing details. Is that a coin pusher for your avatar, P's? P's is the captain of our coin pusher team. She said, maybe changing details because 18 is coming and he knows Ellie will be questioning him again. That's right there with Trev's thoughts. It'll be much easier to talk to him once he's an adult. I agree with you, Pease. What do you think about that comment?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was just kind of hitting at there, is that once he becomes an adult, things change. And I'm not saying he had any involvement, and I'm not trying to accuse him of, but they can talk to you as an adult like they talk to anybody else in the case. It's no longer, talking to all of the adults and then talking to the minor in the situation.
Okay, and this is from B the Bean. Now, I hope Hunter does not see this, because my understanding is this is a conversation between his father and I believe his uncle about his mother. Against my better judgment, I'm going to play it.
I don't forget shit, dude. The first time we met Allison, she was 700 pounds lighter, unibrow, smelled like piss, and you fucked her.
Listen,
But
it ain't my
besides
fault.
that-
She was a reject from Oompa. She was a reject Oompa Loompa, okay?
All right. Keep that in your cap, because Hunter was very upset about YouTube creators posting things from True's Facebook. And then his father says this about his mother, who may or may not make it. Trev, I know there's some things you want to say.
Yeah, these are things that Hunter's going to hear. This is his father, and I mean the language and his mindset on life is what Hunter is going to be learning from here. That's what he's looking at, and these are horrible expectations to set for your kid, especially when he's got children on the way. I mean, it's just shameful as a father. I mean, you got to do better than that.
And even if you hate the person that you have children with, you don't let the kids know, because their parents are a reflection of them. It makes them feel bad about themselves. This is the mother of your son. Let's answer this comment from our friend Sue Animal Lover. H was adamant about 3:30, but later said something about how he's not good at time. So who knows? Did I hear that right? I go back to this post from our friend Katerina. We're talking about, the 3 to 3:30 mark, because we have always been led to believe that sometime between 2 and 2:30 is when Hunter was dropped off. Candace comes home with Summer and Granny around 3 to 3:30ish. Dawn supposedly took a break for lunch around 3. Jenna, former friend of Candace's, said Dawn was at home around 3ish that day. She showed the text from Candace to her. She says 3:30 and on is when Dawn said Ellie wiped their phones clean for a few hours. 3 to 3:30, Fred said he saw Andy drive in behind 2 other cars. Laura said it was around 3 to 4ish. Her and Fred, headed over to the scrap metal yard. Now he's saying he was dropped off at 3:30. We have a big discrepancy here. And True said exactly 2 o'clock he was back home. And she said that with a very fresh memory, because she said it in just a couple of days after Summer disappeared. Also said she believed that her brother was picked up as a setup. Thoughts, Trevor?
And then now here it is, 3:30. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. That part should not change. And whether you get it time or not, you can't tell me you don't know the difference between like 2, 2:30, 3, 3:30. I mean, there's differences in times.
Big difference.
Yeah, and is it self-defense still a thing in your state?
As long as their back is not turned. So you come here with some weapons, y'all.
That's legal self-defense. That's legally self-defense.
All I gotta do is make one phone call. I got people who put their life on the line for me.
Well, it's not about people putting lives on the line. It's about you doing what's right, man. Well, peeps are gonna ask you some 30,000 questions, homie. They always do.
I'm trying to read them. It's just going a little bit too fast. So.
Nah, yeah. Brain, you're a managing moderator. Can you turn that down? Can you slow it down a little bit?
Okay, so what it say?
People want to ask you some questions about your thoughts on Candace and whether or not what your thoughts are about the situation with the Summers case.
Okay, that's fine.
People are actually asking.
He keeps looking out the door and kind of putting his arm up to his face. Does he seem a little anxious, nervous, paranoid?
Yeah, I mean, in the process of answering these questions, he's inviting anyone to his door to come and fight him or whatever he's insinuating. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he seems nervous, paranoid about something. I don't know. Christina said, could be his ADHD.
Do you remember what she was wearing the last time you saw her?
Hey, you got to think. I've been in out of juvenile and stuff like that for my decisions. Nothing to do with someone else. I was a dumb little kid. That's why I grew up. I had to grow up and man up.
Yeah, but listen, they want to know if you remember what she was wearing.
I have no idea. I can't remember to the
Ellie, did the cops ever give you back your phone?
They were supposed to, and then I just got a new one because there was no point.
What's going on, everybody? So why'd they keep your shit?
Because they wanted to make sure I was telling the truth.
Oh, all right.
And they wanted to see where it was tracked.
So they wanted to make, and they never gave it back?
No, they never get. I mean, we went to the courthouse. He told me that they was going to give it back, and then we just forgot about it, so I bought a new one. I was working at the time, so it was just like pocket change. So,
all right. Well, that's good. I mean, as long as it wasn't nothing too nefarious, you know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't even too nefarious to begin with.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, I figured they keep that shit to try to track down your drug dealer.
To drug dealer, I don't do that stuff on the phone, bro. I don't do that. Let me tell you, I hang around too many old heads. I know way better than to do stuff over the phone. I'd rather throw that phone. My girlfriend has the phone while I go see my big homie. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, listen, it don't matter. Weed is not a drug; it's a plant.
Did they say, talking about drugs? I mean, I don't know about drugs, but weed, like they tell the kids go downstairs to go outside. So,
yeah. Hunter, do you think Candace was up to no good using you as a so-called alibi?
A so-called alibi. I can only say that I was there till 3:30. So I was only with him till 3:30. I don't get into politics. I don't do politics.
That ain't politics, kid. They just want to know, do you think that she was trying to use you as an alibi? Like
no, I don't think so.
All right. Now, what can you tell us about?
Okay, obviously the 3:30 is jaw-dropping, but I was really hoping he would circle back to the question, which was, do you think you were put into that day, inserted into that day as an alibi? I don't know where the politics came from. Nobody asked him if he's going to vote in November. I really wanted to hear his answer to that. Do you believe that she inserted you into the day for a proof of life witness or an alibi? I think that would have been really important for him to answer. DT Driver said, didn't you say he got dropped off at 2:30? Yes, and his sister True said he was there at exactly 2 o'clock. Let's go with what True said, 2 o'clock. That would put Candace back home around 3. 3:30 blows the whole afternoon. 3:30 destroys the timeline. And I haven't even gotten to Burger King yet. Has anybody asked Candace about 3:30 and Burger King yet? I know there's other panels that she frequents. Have you heard if she's been addressed about this interview, Trev?
Not about those specific points, I don't think, but I don't know. I still believe that he got home earlier. I think the earlier time that was given by True is accurate. I just don't know why he would say 3:30 in this interview.
Well, and the good news is he said, they have his phone. So hell, he could say 7 o'clock at night. They know where he pinged all day.
Oh yeah, and they have the metadata for anything that was taken. And
okay, Seek Hair said, yes, Brooke. She said it wasn't true. Aaron Hicks, love the puppy dog picture, said Josh the lab said Candace on panel said no Burger King. No BK, and I don't mean Betty Keys. No Burger King. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
She's doing a bit better, but not much. She's still on a vent, right?
Yeah, they're just waiting on her. That's it. It's
Yeah.
all up to her. It's her body.
No. Listen, you're getting it. Listen, this is what you guys wanted for over 2 fucking years, and now you finally had enough.
No, 3:30.
3:30. So yeah, I always thought it was 2:30 that you had to be home, kid. Well, yet again, I'm also going off of half-baked bullshit too.
Yeah, it was 3:30 because my probation officer had to come check the house and drug test me.
He's 17.
Did they? Yeah, I'm about to be 18. But
they
did
want to know if Candace and Don ever abused the children.
We were over there. I've never seen it.
All right.
When we were over there, most of the time I've never seen them hit them. They put them in the corner, take away their electronics. That's not abuse. That's just regular grounding.
All right.
Okay, but his sister tells a totally different story, as we know. She said that one time Candace fell asleep in a chair, woke up, the boys were fighting, and she punched one of them. She described inappropriate bathing schedules, have to put it mildly. Makes you wonder if the stress is getting to him. I don't know, Trev, help me here.
I mean, you have to wonder. And like I said, again, this interview just felt like it was at a horrible time because even though Ellie has not passed, and I pray she doesn't, when somebody is that sick, you part of your mind starts to process the idea of it happening. And that whole part of his brain is going to, convolute certain memories and things he's going to think back on. And this has been a while now. June 15th, 2021 has been a ways back. And I think it's just poor timing because he's giving specific details, and I don't think he was in the right mind frame to give those details unless he intentionally gave them differently, which would be even worse.
Sorry, I had to cough, so I muted myself. No, you're exactly right.
What do you know? What do you know of any of the surrounding people around their house?
Their house? All I know is that there was what's it called? Some dude named Andy. That's all I know.
All right.
He worked at a mechanic shop and he sold weed. That's all I know.
All right.
All right, so he said, Andy, that's all I know. He worked in a mechanic shop and sold weed is all he knows. So I'm going to make the assumption, without pointing fingers, that we're talking about Andy across the street.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would presume so because he worked at a tire shop, and it's been said that he possibly sold marijuana as well.
Oh, yeah, Jody's had plenty to say about that. All right, so...
She's had plenty to say about a lot of things.
Yeah, can't keep up, Trev.
No, he has no clue where they went at the end. He already stated this. He was home dealing with his own shit. He looks grown. Shit.
Yeah, it's just you gotta mature at a young age when your mom's not doing well.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
I've been telling.
I don't know if they know the situation about her aneurysms. Like 5 years ago, she had 4 in her head, 2 popped. She wasn't supposed to make it then, but God gave her a second chance.
I don't talk about all that, bro.
Question:
was Candace on the phone with anybody else other than Don that day?
Some dude.
Huh?
She was on the phone with Don with some dude.
So
that I guess was just some random dude was walking around her house.
All right, so some random fuckstick that was hanging around the property.
Some random fuckstick that was hanging around the property. Woo! Beautiful. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's such a way with words, huh?
poetic. Let's find a way to rhyme that. What is the word of the day, my friends? What is the word of the day? I bet you can guess.
What's today's secret word?
Ooh, interesting question. Let's go and ask Cocky.
Fuckstick. Random fuckstick hanging around the property. All right, so Dawn calls to tell her about this random F stick, but he supposedly was at work with the 3 boys. We have a huge problem here, do we not?
Mm-hmm. That's a very big change.
Huge.
Yeah, he was just letting her know that he kicked her off. They kicked him off the property.
All right. Oh, you talking about Benny Skis Ball? I didn't even tell him that. Was that the Andy that texted it's done also was on the property touching children?
Yeah.
Well, can't be on the property touching children. First off, why would you call can't and not whip the random F stick's ass or call 911? What are you going to call can't for? And obviously, she didn't care about the random fuck stick because she still screwed around all day. Hippie House, priceless. Well, she said she didn't go to Burger King. Sonic, took Hunter home. She didn't run right home, did she? You called 911. You don't call can't. And how can they be touching kids on the property, this random F stick, if he was at work with the 3 boys? Again, we have a huge problem here.
I don't know about touching kids on the property. I've never seen it.
But you know about that text, right?
Yeah. So Don was home and he called Candace about the man walking around the house. These are coming in too fast. I can't read them.
These need to get slowed down a little more. 'Cause I'm even missing some shit.
Oh no, Pandies. Who's Pandies? You're not silenced. What did you have said? I didn't see it.
She has no questions. She has no questions for you. She's just happy to see your face.
Oh well, thank you.
I don't have
Thank
a wish
you.
list for him right now.
No, I got food and the stuff for the family.
Thank you.
And that dude was talking. The only person that I don't want brought up is my little sister and my older sister and boyfriend. They have nothing at all to do with nothing.
Oh, I know.
So people need to keep, because one thing I do not play with that you taught me is family. I don't play with that. That's what makes me so mad.
What's the rules, man? Fuck around, find out. Play with my family and see what happens. Oh, Chris wants to know if when you see your mom again, if you'll give her some love for her.
Okay. Give me a second. Did you ever watch Tool Time Tim? Probably a bad example to bring up, the Cosby Show, reruns of Leave It to Beaver. I never heard such sage advice from a father drinking Mountain Dew straight out of the jug as fuck around and find out if you mess with my family.
I mean, which is very rich coming from somebody who, just doesn't seem to really care for his own family.
Okay. Well, did you write that down for future reference when you have a child?
Yeah, I'm going to write it down in the do not ever repeat folder because I'm not going to, abandon my children and only use them to make YouTube content, but that's just me.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I just don't remember hearing that from any of my male role models, but okay. Looks like I wasn't raised right.
Oh yeah, I always give her love. It's just hard to see her like that. Yeah.
Yes,
with Summer
Colton,
Sleep,
yes, he did say that the boys were with Don that day.
with Summer Sleep when the whoa, hold on.
They want to know if was Summer asleep when you got dropped off.
Yeah.
All right.
Hunter, why did your grandma say you were distraught and rocking back and forth at the game or swimming? Y'all ever get like quakes from like drinking too much?
Oh,
That's
so
what
you
it
had,
is.
You had the shakes from drink.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He doesn't remember.
Hold on, he's 17. He had the shakes from drinking too much?
From a single twisted tea?
From yeah. The hell is going on here? So we just skip right over that as if it's the most normal thing in the world.
Yeah,
That's because you don't drink, kid. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't really do like that. I don't drink no more. People try to ask me like, nope.
They people are also wondering what do you think happened to Summer?
To be honest, what I think is like they said there was some dude walking around the property. I think that she went off wandering and just got snatched up.
Well, they did. Well, I mean, I don't really know, but the press release stated they had no evidence of kidnapping or foul play. So
Now, this is totally not true. They have no evidence of a non-family abduction, according to the FBI card team. They can't rule out foul play. If you're going to talk about the case, know at least the basics, just the basics. We understand that the basics have been spun up this week with Burger King and 3:30 and a parole officer. But at least know that if there's no abduction and no foul play, that means she wandered off. Well, would she not have been found by now? Was there not a very extensive search? Drones, dogs, helicopters. TBI got a special plane. They had to go to the state Senate to get additional funding for it. Would they not have found her? Not to be gross and grim, do you have buzzards in East Tennessee, Trev?
We have all the big old birds that are vultures.
Would they not be circling?
They would be.
I mean, I'm no Jack Hanna, but I've seen the show. Crime Story Diva, hey beautiful. She said, what did his PO think about that? Well, I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. He's not 18 yet. So he probably still has somebody overseeing his case. This isn't good. This isn't good for old Hunter.
but
Okay.
within the same sentence, they said nothing was off the table. Excuse me.
Hunter, knowing the whales and what you saw, I know you were young. On the case, I mean, I feel like there can be done more. That's it. Did you see?
Listen, this was all him. Hang on, Hunter. Do you feel that Summer may have accidentally gotten into Graham's medication that day? Summer was asleep. Do you think that she may have gotten into her grandmother's meds?
I was on the phone message.
Nah, you're fine. But yeah, they want to know. Do you think that Summer may have gotten into her grandmother's medications?
No, I don't think so. They had that put up.
All right. Hang on, guys. I'm going for them.
Okay. While Andrew is thinking of his next question to his son, I mean, I see smoke coming out of his ears. Very interesting comment I saw the other day. Neglect in Tennessee, I did not look it up, but I knew you'd be the person to ask, Trev. The statute of limitations is 2 years. Safe to say, we're beyond that 2 years. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, I believe the comment said was 1 year. Safe to say, we're past that. You think maybe with those 2 charges, Ellie missed their window of opportunity?
If they were going to charge those, yeah, they did. Because once those go up, you can use that information, but you cannot bring about any sort of charges from it.
Not when the statute's passed.
Nope.
We need to look into that. I'm assuming the person left the comment knows how to use Google. I just didn't check into it. I've had kind of a crazy week, Trev. You've been along for the ride.
Oh yeah, it's been a fun one. But yes, it's a misdemeanor as far as contributing to a minor, and as far as neglect, it also would have passed up.
Okay. So instead of asking, why don't they go ahead and charge him, we need to ask, why didn't they do it when they had the chance? Let's try it that way.
No, not thrown off, like taking off the property.
Yeah. The swimming. At the swimming hole.
You said what?
At the swimming hole. What do you think? How long did she go under for?
I mean, she went under like a little kid would.
Oh, all right. So a normal little kid thing. So
Yeah.
she wasn't drowning or anything. All right. So a typical little kid.
She was mad because she fucked up her leg.
Oh.
She said, "What was G-Mon so mad about
Oh.
that day? Did you see that stain? I don't pay attention to clothes.
Was their clothes often stained?
No, they have a washer and dryer.
Well, that don't mean nothing. Stains are stains, bro.
I ain't never seen them, so I don't think so. No.
All right.
Hang on. What stain? What are we talking about now?
All right. So a typical little kid.
She was mad because she fucked up her leg.
Oh.
She said, "What was G-Mon so mad about that day? Did you see that stain? I don't pay attention to clothes.
Was their clothes often stained?
No, they have a washer and dryer.
Well, that don't mean nothing. Stains are stains, bro.
I ain't never seen them, so I don't think so. No.
All right.
All right. I'm a parent. 5 years old, backside of a pond, instead of going to the regular swimming area. Call me overprotective, call me crazy. When my children would go swimming in unknown waters, we would have things on called floaties. Had this thing that they could slip on over their head, and it had an inner tube around it. So when he says, just went swimming like a normal little kid, that's not a helicopter mom. Barb Murray said they would never have charged her unless the parents asked. Well, then Tennessee's totally different than my state. As we know, every state does things differently, because in Oklahoma, you don't ask the police to charge anything. If there's sufficient evidence, they take the baton and run with it to the DA's office.
Yeah, correct. A crime is a crime, and a crime is charged as a crime if they want to press charges on a crime. And also, I saw a couple times Barb had said that I had said that Andrew pressed charges. No, I had confirmed that when Andrew came out and said that he had spoke to CPS about Candace, which I didn't know he was going to put out publicly, but he did. I confirmed that he did do that. It was very much later after the fact, so I don't know what they could have done anyway.
Mhm.
But no, I didn't confirm he pressed charges. I did say that I heard that, or I knew that he had talked to CPS. What came from that, if he followed up, I don't know. That's up to him. He's the father.
Yeah, he didn't press charges. He called and made a report. Trevor and I were right there for it. So whether he followed up or not, I don't know.
Did that guy call Candace? No, his Dawn did. Her husband. Give me a second.
Well, listen, this is what you wanted, buddy. So,
No, I'm just saying, give me a second. Come on, nose.
Hunter, call court and tell them. Oh yeah. By the way, you can call the courts and let them know what's going on with your mom, and they can postpone the court date for eviction.
They're already there.
Huh?
They are already there.
Who's they?
Grandma.
Oh, so they're
True.
trying to do that now?
Yeah, they're already there.
Oh, all right, good. See,
Question: what was the guy named Dawn? Her husband.
what am I doing? What Hunter wants.
No, I don't know what mid she has. Hey, H. What's that say?
Hey, good to see you. Good luck
Okay.
in the future.
Well, court date for addiction is concerning considering his girlfriend is going to be popping out twins and his sister's going to be popping out a baby. Mom's in the hospital. So now where's everybody going to go? With babies. New babies. Hopefully perfectly healthy babies. Do you have extra room at your house, Trev?
I do not, but I hope that they get this figured out for those kids. And Hunter's young enough; he can turn his life around. He can get on a good path. It's not too late. It's not too late for Andrew to step up and actually put him on a path where he can be a good father and bring children to the world that actually will stand a chance.
Never too late. There's a lot of undoing to do, though. Talking about random fuck sticks and FAFO, maybe is not the right path. Or telling him what's going on YouTube for him to keep looking at his door saying, we'll go in the front yard. Maybe that's not the way we do it.
Wishing you well.
This one well too. I got a common cold, not the flu. I got checked yesterday.
It always does. He doesn't care anymore.
About
No, people are saying that this will get turned sideways too, and it's like, yeah, I already warned you it was gonna, and you still don't give a fuck. You're gonna speak your piece. When was the last time you and your sister saw Candace and the kids?
the last time?
Yeah, when was the last time you saw Candace and the kids?
Oh, I can't even remember that. You trying to give me timestamps. I can't do that.
All right. So, question: do you, in your opinion, was Candace a good mom or a shit one?
I mean, her and Allie are like the same. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So they have their moments.
Yeah, they have their moments. Like,
All right. Do you know
where it's
a
tough?
guy by the name of Dom?
Don?
Yeah.
Don Wells?
Damien. Sorry, Damien.
Who the fuck is Damien?
Jody Sue's son.
No, I don't know no person named Damien.
All right. It was said that she was sold. Do you think that they would do that? Do you think they would sell their kids?
No, hell no. They love their kids too much. They take them everywhere.
So, like you said, she didn't go under. She didn't go under.
You know how kids try to swim underwater when they're younger? They go under for like a quick second and come back up type shit.
Yeah. So she was under for a little.
Yeah.
So she was trying to stay under a bit longer. There's nothing wrong with that. So she didn't drown. No dry drowning. None of it.
I don't. Yeah, no, there was nothing like that. Playboy, who's Playboy?
I think they got you mixed up with me.
I don't.
I don't think anyone's referring to Andrew as a playboy. What do you think, Trev? I mean, from a male perspective.
I concur.
Okay. I'm going to ask Mermaid. Mermaid, do you think that the chat is referring to Andrew as a playboy? Linda is laughing. Big T, what do you think? Sundown Farms, I think those emojis answered it.
I think he goes on to say that he knows someone named Playboy, and that they're getting him confused because he knows someone named that and Hunter doesn't.
Yeah, but Andrew, look at that face. He's really pondering. He just instantly assumes they're referring to him as a playboy.
I don't know people named no Playboy.
I do. I know one, but he ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
If she talking about some vice lord, dude, I don't hang with him.
So they ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, everything has just been blown out because I won't go on live with other people. I don't do this stuff.
Hell no, you're too busy.
I be trying to take care of my babies that are on the way, twins.
Yes, everything that pertains to Hunter has been blown way the fuck out of proportion.
What was she like? She was like the best younger sister you could ever have. Let me hit that.
I agree, man. I mean, I don't know the kid like that, but listen, it is what it is. And hello, peekaboos, get your shit running right now with your bullshit. And just so everybody knows, if you don't catch this now, it's going to members only. Have her step out of the screen.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Andrew. Jules of All Trade, by the way, please go check out her channel. I really stopped covering the Idaho 4 case because the way I keep up with it is on Jules of All Trade. We've done several shows together and just absolutely adore her. She's a great friend to me and a great friend of this community. Let's give her a round of applause for making it rain. Thank you again. Lindsay said Playboy is Sean Williams' friend. Are you aware of that, Trev? I was just made aware that for some reason Andrew is currently streaming our show of his stream the other day. Talk about double dipping. That's okay. Are you aware of that, Playboy being Sean Williams' friend?
There are a lot of names and people attached to Sean. Some that that probably is the case. Unfortunately, there's quite a few people attached to that. But yeah, Andrew's playing this live through another live right now, live streaming this.
Everyone say hi to Andrew. Let's give Andrew a round of applause. Come on. We can do it. Everyone say hi to Andrew. Andrew, shut down your stream and come on over, you old stranger. Come on over. We're all friends here. You've been on this panel many times.
We have room.
We got room. You can sit on Trevor's lap.
Well, I don't
This
know about
summer
that,
I
but-
have.
Tell her to get out of the damn
she.
screen.
Oh yeah, good about the screen. But she has a history of like going in the backyard and walking in the woods with her brothers, but that's it.
So she having twins, kid?
Yeah, she's having twins.
God,
We'll know
boy.
the gender. Yeah, we'll know the gender in 2 weeks.
Damn, homie. So you're gonna have one. So you're gonna have one black kid.
Oh, hang on. I have to hear that before I ask Andrew a question.
And one white kid. So that way you got both. That way you got both, right?
Okay, so he's saying you're going to have one black kid, one white kid, so you have one of both. I don't know where the hell that came from. Andrew, since you're streaming this, I have a question. How did you not know that you are about to have twin grandbabies? And why are you not saying something to Hunter smoking around his girlfriend who is pregnant with your grandbabies? Come on over, Andrew. What do you think, Trev?
Say that again, sorry.
How did he not know that Hunter's girlfriend is having twins?
Well, I think honestly it comes down to just when you're such a present parent and you're just in your child's life day in and day out, you sometimes miss the small things like the fact that he's got 2 children on the way. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah. Life hits us and hits us hard. Sweet Toughness has a question for Andrew. Andrew, why are you talking crap about Allison? I was really hoping we could wind the week down without any problems, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is?
that's right.
Is he? Aw. Hey, Hunter, say it.
What?
Go, feel free now.
For what?
Feel fucking free.
What, he's in the
Feel
chat?
free, bud. Oh, nah, he's streaming.
Oh, yeah, he's streaming like a bitch he is.
Hold on, let's double check that. Let's not just go on Ask Some Stations. Oh, he's
Yeah, let's see.
streaming.
Oh,
Where?
the little
'Cause I don't
bitches
see it.
finally grew some balls. Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. What's it called? Benny Keys?
Yeah, but I don't know what one he on. What one's he on?
Yeah, what one is this bitch, little bitch ass on?
Go ahead, bud. I'll strike you. Left, right, and dirty. Is he on his punk
Doors
buddies?
wide open, buddy. Doors
Is he on his
wide
punk
open.
buddies? Fucking calling up hospitals in Tennessee. Fuck wrong with you? Oh,
So is he messing with my mother? Oh, I know. I'm telling. So he's where he stay at?
Now, hang on. Did somebody really start calling hospitals in Tennessee to try to find out if Allie was really in the hospital? Please tell me that didn't happen. I need a new planet. I need a new planet. Do we know that happened?
I don't.
That's crazy. Yeah, he has a show going right now. It's called No Content Thursday, another set of followers with no content. So, Andrew, I've always been nice to you. I've always treated you fairly. But it kind of seems that this no content, you're taking a page out of Daisy's book. And as we remember, I would say back in the fall, you had all day. You had 30 hours a day to talk shit about Daisy. You just called Benny a bitch for streaming you. So what does that make you as you're streaming me right now? I feel a little creeped out. Anybody? Ew, it's like somebody peeping in the windows. That's okay.
Oh, he in Tennessee in his mama's house.
Oh, so he's somewhere in Tennessee. Big
No, he in Texas.
Oh, he in Texas like a little bitch. Man, fuck that stupid ass nigga, man.
Ooh.
I'm from Texas. I'm some gangster.
Oh, all right. 'Cause I never
Why
spelled
you
his
saying
fucking name right.
you are for?
Nah, he ain't on his own
He's a
shit.
41.
Hold on, Hunter.
He's a 40-year-old. He a 40-year-old man trying to talk shit on a 17-year-old. That's how you know he dumb.
Hold on. I
That
got
nigga
his
jumped
bitch ass.
off the porch.
I got his bitch ass.
I have a question.
What?
Whose Lunchables out of the fridge?
Marquise.
Oh.
Oh, he talking shit on that man's too.
Man, he don't even know the farthest thing from you, bro. I promise you.
Oh, he's streaming right now. Not thinking I'm gonna strike his bitch ass. Go
Well,
ahead.
he on stream.
He over there right now streaming us, Ken.
Where at? Benny Keys.
Nah, I got you, kid.
Go ahead. Drop that up in the little messenger.
I'll drop that right now in the private. What? No fuck. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Something happened to my device, man. Like my audio's not working.
Ask him when he jumped off the porch. That's all I gotta say.
There you go. There he is.
Carrie said, if Andrew and Benny got into a physical fight, I would not know who to cheer for. Wouldn't that be great for charity? Listen to me, charity. Wouldn't that be great? Maybe to help them out of eviction or something. Do a cage match. What do you think, Trev? You could host it on your channel, a cage match. Let's cheer. Cage, 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 cage. Where would you put your money, Trev?
Yeah, I'm not gonna place my wagers, but it's something that's what Andrew and that's what they're, the stuff they're talking about when they're supposed to be, discussing a missing child's case. And you think you would take the conversation regarding a missing child a little more seriously, especially your son was there that day. You want to make sure everything, is respectful to the victim, and to the truth. And it doesn't seem like either has been made in that interview.
Tell you what, damned if you do, damned if you don't. The last 3 days, we've had one of the suspects in the abduction of Michael Vaughn on. Woo! You ought to read some of the comments I've gotten. What some other creators have said. I've just had to watch reruns of Schitt's Creek. And now here we are, Summer Wells. And yes, Hunter was with Summer that day. No, I do not think that he is a suspect. But are we doing Summer any justice by talking more about who's streaming who as opposed to the timeline of the day? You be the judge. I have a feeling I know Trev's answer.
Wow, really? So your story splits up, huh? Fuck that, man. He over there talking shit on you right now. They all are. Don't worry, Benny. I'm gonna strike your bitch ass, homie. And I'm gonna strike your fucking dyke girlfriend too. Go suck on her fucking dick some more, homie. You forget, even clip channels get struck, bitch.
Wow. That should be a Hallmark card.
Poetry.
Wow. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to use that in our next Discord live. Wow. Woo. Gangs of YouTube.
Oh, hold on. You still there, kid? Hunter. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to know if you think he's been kidnapped.
No, I don't think.
If Hunter,
I don't think
Summer's
so.
been kidnapped. No. Listen, I can't let him do nothing. His mind's set. It's on. His mind's up. When his mind's made up, his mind is made up. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I already told. I've listened before I even came up on this live. I was arguing with this man about not even doing this.
He a bitch.
Well,
Bitch.
go ahead, say what you got to say to him and get it out of your way, because I don't want to be dealing with it.
All I gotta say is he got a problem. He think he's so gangster. He know everything about me. My front door wide open, little nigga. My front door wide open.
Watch that mouth.
Is that?
Okay, I can't look away from the car wreck. Here I want to hear more about the day that Summer went missing, but I can't look away from the car wreck. I put Andrew's channel in here, you guys. Yeah, this is like a different form of reality TV. So he just, Cliff Huxtable here, just told his son to watch his mouth.
Watch that mouth. You ain't got the end cut. I took that shit. Mouth.
Benny don't care about nothing but when the next time he gonna get his dick sucked.
Right? Get him. I'm gonna do more than get him. Bro, I'm not the one that set my own baby mama up to go to prison with my. I'm not the one that set up my own best friend to get killed because I snitched to the police like a bitch.
We gotta head to the ICU room.
All right, brother.
No, I ain't gotta get off right now. I just got a couple more minutes.
All right, well, whenever you're ready, just say something, and then. Oh, yeah, I told your sister come out of her room, asked what was going on, and I said, "Yo, Benny's over there running his mouth."
Hey,
now your brother Hunter is involved. She goes, "Oh hell no."
You see this? You see this child right here? You know my older sister.
That child right here?
You know my older sister too. Everybody, please stop talking to them. They are dealing with a hard time. Everybody trying to hit them up on their Facebook. Leave them alone. But y'all gonna have to cross me. I promise you that. Please just give them time and peace.
Hey. Watch your grip.
I know. I'm sorry, Sandra.
I was just saying, watch your grip, bro. That was a little tight. I know how you are. You're like me. Protect.
No, because my sister just called me and told me to tell you that these people keep texting her on Facebook. Can y'all just please let her be? Just let them be.
Do you know if she met up with anybody else that morning outside of who you said already?
No.
Dad, tell Hunter about Benny, please.
Yes, I do have a voice. I always use my voice. I get my voice from my father. I love to be heard.
Yes, sir. You still over there talking that bullshit.
Yeah.
What?
Tell Hunter what's about Benny.
Go ahead, you can tell him.
Hey Hunter.
Yes.
It's just
so Dad's been like going on about Benny for like a while. And Dad came one day, he's like, "What do you think about Benny?" I'm like, I said, he should have been flushed down at birth.
He gonna come this way and he gonna come fishing, then he gonna find himself either knocked out or something. I ain't gonna speak too much time do all that.
Good boy.
It's cold out here. I like the darkness.
Oh yeah, everybody's proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you even got people over in his chat right now fucking pissed off because he won't leave you alone.
Okay, so before we get back to something I'm totally not interested in, and that is the grip and tight going on between Andrew and Benny. I want to talk more about the timeline being destroyed. Instead of 2 o'clock or 2:30, we have 3:30. Dawn calling about the F stick touching kids. He would have had to have been at home. Yet supposedly the boys were with him at work. Instead of a doctor's appointment that the girlfriend's mother was going to pick him up and take him to, meaning Hunter, instead he had to be back to meet the probation officer for drug and alcohol testing, and this is after he consumed a twisted tea with Candace. Did I get that right, Trev?
Yeah, that's that's what we've been given now.
Okay.
Could this?
Do you
No, no,
know
no.
what
I don't put no. I don't bring no ladies. The stuff I do with the gang stuff. I don't bring around no family, no nothing. I don't ever do that in my life because I don't want them to know nothing about my family because something could happen to my family if I were to do something wrong. I'm way smarter than that.
Go ahead, Skis Ball. You be struck next.
Who's Skeet Ball?
Skis Ball.
Oh, over on his channel.
Yeah, I got that on babysit right now.
Hunter, are there certain things you cannot talk about? There's certain things I might not want to talk about because how I feel about this situation.
Okay.
But that's it.
Oh, fuck. Now you got your other brother here.
Yeah, but I'd rather just get this all out now. I have nothing to do with it. It was just a timestamp and that's it.
But you heard? Your brother's here.
I seen him. So are you still? I mean, yes, because there's no way I could leave it without going in the box. You get what I'm saying? But I don't do the stupid stuff I used to. It's not like back in the old days you got to kill somebody, get in, all that stuff. It's just we look out for each other. That's all.
Yeah, no wrong with that. So listen,
I did that when I was a young kid. So
boy, you don't get no bitches. I don't know why you got to keep saying I'm bald. I'm okay with that. It's not my fault you get no bitches, bro.
Hey,
I mean, wait, yo, he gets bitches. It's called Samsung, Xbox, and HP.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Do you think Candace? Like I said, I can't really speak on that. I don't know.
He can't really speak on much of that.
Hunter,
but he's doing the best he can.
Gag, yeah, baby. Like I said, there's no other way. But hold on, my lawyer's tasting me. Hold on.
Oh shit! Here we go. Your lawyer's all over, bro. She over here, but she probably bitching because she sees this a lot, bro.
Lawyers charge a lot of money to be watching YouTube. Wouldn't you say, Trev? We had to hear that yesterday. I gotta go. My lawyer's calling. I'll be damned if I was paying an attorney to sit there and watch the damn computer. I'd be like, work on my case, not on YouTube.
Well, when Andrew was threatening that they were going to sue people, didn't he mention that it's a CPS lawyer anyway?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he still is a minor. So what the hell are they doing calling a minor? I don't know.
He doesn't really remember what she had on that day. Damn. Wyatt, you'll be bald one day too. Ha.
Good thing I got grandma's hair.
Fuck. Yeah, so does your fucking brother.
Dixon, you're dang right on that.
Yeah. Mute. Nah, I ain't got a mute. Fuck all that. You listen. He's saying what he can legally say. Outside of that, it is what it is. And people in chat, some people in chat are absolutely right. This man's don't owe anybody no explanation.
Allison, we finna go visit her. We'll be there soon. I hope she's doing better. Yesterday, her eyes were getting better. So
I can't hear. I don't have no headphones. So damn. Yo, your brother's fixing to get me arrested.
Dynamite said, Andrew acting like some big man, never is and never will be. Dynamite, I was thinking about you the other day. They had Napoleon Dynamite for free on Prime.
You know what makes you a big man is stand up for your kids. What makes you a big man is taking the responsibility of a child and actually being present for your child. That's what makes you a big man. Sitting on YouTube and yelling at people and telling them this, that, and the other, you're going to strike them, you're going to fight them, and that doesn't make you a big man. You're a big man when you can be there for your son, and not just when you want to have a YouTube live, but be there for him in his life so he can have a true chance at life. That's what makes you a big man.
And you have twins on the way. Now is the time to step up. Any communication about Summerwell's case needs to be to 800 TBI find. This is just my opinion. I don't run their homes. They have very pressing matters going on right now. Allie's on death's door. Twins on the way. Another baby on the way. Eviction hanging over their heads. I don't think I would have taken up 1 second of my son's time with all of that going on. But that's just me.
Yeah. And for reference, I'm talking about Andrew, not Hunter.
Oh, 100%. Oh, we smell what you're stepping in.
Do you think he might have had a heat stroke in the car?
no, it wasn't even hot.
No.
It wasn't even that hot. They had the AC on.
All right. Was Don home when he called Candace?
I mean, that's pretty obvious if he threw someone off the property.
All right, so he wasn't at work that day?
No, he did go to work.
Okay.
8.
No, you're not blocked.
Who's under the
Well,
bus?
go ahead. Yeah, they ain't blocked. But no, go ahead. So he was at work, but then he was home?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's that got to do with me? What's that
No,
got to
you
do with
don't
me?
think she got kidnapped and wandering off property? I think they would have found her. But outside of that, homeboy, yeah. So you said he was at work, but he was also home at the time. Dude got kicked off property that day.
Yeah, he was at the house. But that was like before they would drop me off. So that's like later in the day.
So that was after you got dropped off.
No, that's why while I was getting dropped off.
Oh, all right. So he was home about that time. Well, fuck me.
All I gotta say is just please leave my sister alone. My older sister, she's not doing it. I can't give him no answer. I don't really.
Okay, let's do some deductive reasoning. All right? Don's pretty talented in his own mind, but Don can't be two places at once. Don also can't have the 3 boys with him at work and be at the property saying some fuckstick is touching the kids. Jenna, I believe she was on Ziggy's panel, showed a text This was Candace to Jenna, amongst other things, saying that when she got home, Don was home. He had gotten home around 3. Let's take a vote. Very casual vote. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Dawn was home during the day, June 15th. Put a 2 if you believe his story that he got home after Can't let him know that Summer had been mysteriously abducted. Sounds to me like he was home.
Due time, like you could ask me what the time is, but I don't like pay attention. I don't do all that. All boys, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't think they would just take one kid and not the other.
Yeah. How long did it stay? I didn't catch.
I get what Hunter's saying here. Why would they take one kid and not the other? Well, it's the middle of the day. It'd be a little hard to pick up all 4 kids. I see how he's trying to reason this out. And also, Hunter cares a lot about Summer. Little Wing said 5:30 he got back to work, in my opinion.
I said Nick Dollar. Hold on. Shit be nuts. Did she eat that day that you know of?
Yeah.
When you were with her?
No,
How long did they stay inside a price list to go food shopping?
like an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, all right. Everybody's sending loves and hugs, buddy.
Thank you. No.
So,
no.
So apparently, in case you want to know, apparently you and I are running an anti-Summer Wells campaign.
Who?
Me and you.
What? We just got that.
No. Nope. There's only one person allowed up here right now, and that's him. Sorry. Outside of that, it ain't happening. Do you think she was SA'd?
What does that mean?
Assaulted.
No, hell no.
All right. Well, no, because it come out that Donnie Wells did that to his own sister, so that's why people are asking. What do you honestly think happened to her? Now you had time to stew on it.
Hold on, my lawyer.
Nah, take your time with that lawyer, bro. They want to know what your honest opinion is on what you think happened.
I think that she wandered off, and like he said, some dude was walking on his property that he's never seen, so probably she got took by him or something.
All right.
That's what I think.
Ever
met Robin?
Really?
Oh, I'm a liar in your opinion. Well, I gotta say,
that shouldn't have been allowed in the chat. That should not have been allowed in the chat. For one, Hunter is his son. 2, Hunter is trying to put together what happened on June 15th. So for someone in the chat to say you're a liar, in my opinion, even if it's in your opinion, it's not right to say this is his son. All right, so in closing, Trev, what do you think?
Well, I think this was not beneficial to Summer Wells' case, and maybe one day I'll be proved wrong, and I'll be happy to say I was wrong. But you bring on an interview with your son. So first off, the interviewer is the father of the child, and you have him at a time where he clearly said they're struggling, and it's obvious when your mother is. I mean, I watched my dad at the end of his stages of life. It's not something that you could process easily, and it's not something I would want to be going through and then sit down and answer these serious questions of such a serious nature and be remembering exact details of exact times and things like that. But that's what Andrew brought him on to do that, and so that I feel like takes away some validity of the answers. And then the fact that you mix in both drama and the questions, it just throws everything off. I mean, I guarantee you when the FBI talked to him, they didn't ask him about YouTube channels in the middle of the questions about June 15th. Because when you convolute everything, then you lose questions that were asked, you lose answers, and you lose the seriousness of the topic. So that's my takeaway from all this.
Oh, me too. And I think that, constantly talking about, and I'm not nitpicking the way that Andrew runs his life, his household, his channel, or this particular interview, but it's very hard to keep on topic when you're trying to hold someone's attention and they're answering questions. So when you confuse it with what another creator is doing, that could have added to the confusion along with everything else that is going on in Hunter's life. Do you think I'm reaching too far?
No, I think you're right. And that's why I was saying too, like, I agree, because it got so convoluted because you brought so many different factors into it. If you're teaching a math class, if you start bringing in science and social studies topics, you're going to confuse a kid trying to teach him multiplication. Then you start talking about the Civil War. I mean, you can't bring in multiple things together and expect them to flow. And these are serious topics. I mean, Hunter was there that day. I'm not accusing him of anything, but he has information from that day that other people don't. Even if it's just where they went, what time he got home, he knows these things because he was there. He knows behaviors. He saw Summer Wells the day she went missing. So his information, even just as a witness, is huge. And so it needs to be treated that way. And if they wanted to put something together that is more, that was more planned ahead and not in a time like this, it would make more sense. But this just seemed like out of the whim. You pull questions from the chat, you're talking about other YouTubers. It just seemed like a whole mess.
And I'm sorry about your daddy, Trev. But we're in the same club as well, I'm not young anymore, but I was when my mom died. And if somebody had, thrown these questions at me when, I was watching her go downhill like that, I'd have been a talking monkey. I mean, I was anyway. Jules of All Trade True Crime said, Candace said the boys helped unload groceries, right? Yep. And so did her mother. So you can't be in two places at once. Jesse, thank you for making it rain. Thank you. Thank you. Some people say this is a money grift because Allie's in the hospital. I don't know. I didn't. I mean, I did hear a couple of times during it, them saying thank you for people sending money to Hunter. Didn't sound like enough cha-ching to get him out of the issues they have going on right now, but that's just me. Go ahead, Trev. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say, at the topic of the boys going to work, I feel like if in the scenario that they were at work with Dawn, I don't think it was all day. I do think that they ended up back at the house that afternoon, and maybe that's when Dawn went back to work or whatever. In that scenario, I don't think they spent all day at work with him, but I don't know. And my heart's with I see all the comments, people talking about their losses. My heart's with everyone. I think we all unfortunately know all too well about loss.
Way too well. And it hits harder. It's hard no matter what. Don't get me wrong. It is hard no matter what. So I would never try to minimize anyone's pain. I expect, grandparents in an advanced age to get ill and pass away. That's as Mufasa said, that is the circle of life. When you are young and you have to face mortality, that's a different story. And I'm sure that Hunter and his siblings are having a very hard time with this.
Yeah, because
someone's at my door. Go ahead, Trev.
You can't even process it. It's when you lost the idea of death, the idea of forever, all those kind of ideas when you're young, you can't fully process them because your brain is not at the ability to be able to really process that idea. So when you look at someone that you love and that that's your parent, especially that you think is going to pass away, you grieve that in a way where you don't understand and you're in pain. I mean, when I watched my dad get super sick and eventually pass away, I was just confused. And the more confused you are, I mean, it's proven. Doctors will say that grief will mess with your memory. And so if he's grieving even just the idea of this, it's going to alter his mind, and that's normal. I mean, this is his mom. And so that's why I just think the timing was very poor. I think he should have been able to sit and, do whatever he needed to do personally to grieve this and process this, whether it was being with her, whether he had to step out for a while, whatever it was, that's him. But I don't think this was the right time to have an interview about a missing child's case that he was possibly a witness of.
Well, and as you said, much more eloquently than me, the way I talk, is this is currently going on. So he's got all the feels coming in. He's got all the emotion, all the fear, all the anxiety, all the tears. And so this just might not have been a good time to refresh his memory about June 15th, 2021, which safe to say was probably also a traumatic event for him.
Yeah, it's too much to process. I just feel that it's all this together is so much to process for him. It's just tough to throw on him all at once.
Well, my friends, I appreciate you guys all being here. Our friend Trev is always an amazing co-host. Any ideas what you guys want to do tomorrow? We have to get our members live scheduled for the January birthdays. So, any ideas, Trev?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, for sure on Monday we'll be doing Metabolism Monday.
Yeah.
If you guys have any ideas, just put it in the Facebook group, or I'll make a post on the community tab. Mermaid said, members only today, please. I bet I can pull that trick out of my sleeve. I bet I can. What do you think, Trev? Are you up for members live today?
Depending on the time, I can try to be there. Absolutely.
Okay. Pat said, catch up on past cases. Whew. Natalia Grace, I have been going through that. My goodness. I don't even know what to think anymore. That's definitely a show we're going to be doing, but I mean, my mind can't wrap around it. Here after the Dr. Phil with the adoptive parents and basically a scary ass story I was hearing. Now I'm not so sure. We're definitely going to be dissecting that in a few days. It is crazy. But what's not crazy is that you guys are the best chat and best community on the tube. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships today. I totally missed Canvas and Crime gifting memberships. How rude of me. So many long-term members, donations to the channel, lots of love yous. Well, I love you too. Great show. What do you think, Trev? I think we got to the bottom of it.
I do too. I appreciate you having me up, and I think it was a good conversation to have. I think it's it's tough, but these things are important.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the name of the channel is Crime, Lines, and Lies. Now, people love that lie part. They're like, look, it's right there. It's a disclaimer. She lies. She lies. That's all she does is lie. Criminals lie. And when I say crime line, it's because the timing in a crime is extremely important. And for over 2.5 years, we've talked about a 4-hour gap, and that got shaved way down. But I'm going to agree with Trevor that I think Hunter is getting hit with a lot all at once, and possibly is not recollecting what he said to Chris McDonough, or to the FBI or TBI.
And just please, remember that family. I mean, the health that Allie's in, her kids, her friends, her family. I mean, outside of the Summer Wells case, Allie is a human being, and people are going to be hurting in this time. So remember them.
100%. Matter of fact, before we go, would you like to say a prayer for the family?
Sure, absolutely. Lord, we thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being here with us as we discuss these topics, Lord. They're not always easy, and these are not discussions that we wish to have, but sometimes they're just needed, Lord. I pray that you cover the family of Allie with your grace and your favor, Lord. Please hold out. We're holding out hope for a miracle for that family, Lord. And if it's her time to come home, Lord, I pray that you comfort this family and surround them with the peace that passes all understanding that only you can provide as they walk through this new chapter and look at this part of their life. I pray that you're with them, Lord, so they never feel alone. Grief is a monster, and nobody deserves to walk with it alone. So please be with them throughout this, Lord. Please bless those who are bringing children into this world and that family, and please guide them on a path that they can be successful and nurturing parents to these kids, Lord, and be wonderful people in our society. I pray that you bring all of them together in this hard time, Lord, and bring us all together for Summer Wells. I pray for justice this year. I pray that Summer is found. I pray for everyone in this chat and those who all know the pain of loss, and I pray for everyone's grief. It's all in your name we pray, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amen. You guys are the absolute best. Have a blessed Thursday. Keep up the good work. Keep sharing posters, flyers, pictures of the missing. And I'll either see you back here later today for a members live, or I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Just depends on how the day shakes out. Thank you, Mod Squad. I know we had a couple of stragglers in here that didn't seem to quite understand, but it's been a hell of a week. You guys have a great rest of your day. And if I don't see you in Discord, Facebook, or back here later today, well, then you know where to find me. Don't be an old stranger. You guys are the best. Love ya.